All right, it's about 12 minutes after 2 o'clock. Welcome back on the inside. Ojo Carnival made in Trinidad and Tobago. Ezel and DJ Nassio. And as I told you all a while ago, we're going to have two gentlemen in studio with me. They are here. Full blown is here. Kevon and Kory. Welcome, fellas. Blessings.
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting all in person for the first time. I mean,
yeah, man. Give thanks for having us first of all. You know?
Yeah. It's a pleasure being here. All the best for you all and your family and everything. Happy Carnival. I know guys like you live for times like this.
Well, it's work, you know.
True that. Yeah, but you enjoy what you do.
Yeah, for sure. Most of the music for me, you know, I don't no big lime or nothing, you know. No big party, you know. It's really the music. We like working and creating stuff.
Yeah.
That is the real joy for us.
Just say now in the cut, in the calm, and penning songs that for many out there have been like the soundtrack to their life.
Yeah.
True. You know what I mean?
And when we tell people that we never play mass, they confuse.
Nah, man.
Yeah, people just be confused. I want to know so how all they could do that and all they don't play mass.
You go write a song like Mr. Fett. Too real.
Yeah, like a boss.
Cheers to life. Like a boss.
Win road match.
Win. All they listening, right? You hearing what I'm saying? These are the writers of these songs. You understand? Songs like Fog.
Yeah.
And you tell me all they never play mass.
Never.
Nah.
Wow. Where that come from? I mean, like, what is that? Oh.
I just always tell people it's literature. Back in school, both of us did literature and we enjoy literature.
Right.
And a big part of literature is putting yourself in somebody else's shoes. Either if you're studying the book, you have to put yourself in the writer's shoes to understand the message he was sending. Or if you're writing something, sometimes you have to put yourself in other people's shoes and tell a story that you never experienced.
True.
So it's the same thing we apply to the music.
So, for example, look at those songs that I just named. Soca Monarch Winners, Road March tracks. Were those songs, were all of those, or at least was some of them like, okay, you always given a rhythm and say, build me something to this? Or were some of those songs like just off the cusp in your head and you just had a vibe and you wrote something down, or at least a beginning of something, a demo, which then transferred to the music being built around it? Or,
most of them we had the rhythms first.
Okay.
Most of them. Even though we have ideas for what we might want to sing about, or little catchphrases or hook lines that we might have in our head at all times, but sometimes you have to find the right piece of music, the right way to use it now.
True.
It's not just you just throw out a thing that you find sound good on any beat. You know what I mean? It have to marry. So it can't be a real slow thing and you're trying to sing a road march song. It don't make sense.
Of course not.
You know what I mean? So
you
have to marry the story with the story that the music telling too. But in the earlies, a lot of rhythms we had, especially from Precision. Shout out Precision. Casey is the man who gave us a CD. The first time we ever write Soca, Casey gave us a CD with the Antilles rhythm on it, and we write Vibes Garden. Yeah, that's the first Soca we ever write.
Add that one to the list. Are they paying attention, right? Ojo, will you listening? Understand the caliber of gentlemen have in the studio right now when it comes to the pen. And production as well, I would assume. Most definitely.
So eventually, we kind of figured, well, you know what? I mean, we appreciate the rhythms that we get in, but we had other ideas as well.
Of course.
And so we kind of forced ourselves to learn the production aspect of it because we wanted to do some things that were different from the norm. And so, and well, we have our own studio now, and we just kind of been in there teaching ourselves. I mean, the university of YouTube. So whatever you don't know, you can learn.
They're most definitely, for
sure. Yeah. And so now, we fully into the production, writing, and now our artistry as well.
Right, which I was about to get to. You know what I mean? It's all in stages, and as an evolution.
Yeah, it happened naturally too. Nothing was forced, and that's one thing with us. We don't force anything.
So when you all started writing back then, was this even in the forefront of your minds?
Never. People used to ask because we always cut our own demos, right? And most of them, like Marshall, for example, will sing down a whole demo. It's the same words, a lot of the words. He's not changing anything.
He's just going with the whole thing.
So the demo sung in proper.
Right.
So plenty people used to ask us, well, why Oledo sing? Why Oledo drop a tune or something? And Well, me, I always used to say no. I don't want to.
That
no.
was never your...
Never. I used to say no, not maybe. No.
So your brother chained you up or?
No, not me at all. It was actually during the pandemic. That period of, not having a carnival.
Right.
And we weren't under any time constraints in terms of creating for any artists. And it was on total lockdown. So he locked up his house, moved in to by me, where the studio is.
Wow.
And he spent some months by me. We actually built our studio. And when we finished building the studio, we just started sitting down in there and we were like, all right, what we want to make? We under no pressure.
Yeah.
Let us start from scratch. And we started to develop our own sound. And now we realize, well, you know what? We need the world to hear this. And we got the courage to start to release our own songs. And so it was never forced. There was never like any pressure that we felt. It was just, it felt right. It felt like, yeah, we're at a point now where we think people should hear what we could do for ourselves.
Yeah, I hear that.
And what we really try to do is find a niche too. At the end of the day, a lot of artists, we already have them out there doing certain types of songs. The performance, a certain type of performance. But we always like to look to see maybe where it have a space that we could add something now.
Okay.
So even when we started writing was the same thing. Real melodic R&B style songs we kind of started writing.
I
if
know
you think
R&B
about
is a
it.
big thing for the
Yeah,
two of you.
yeah,
So?
yeah.
So Butler Rum and songs like that. It's real R&B melodies and it didn't have much of that at the point in time.
Right.
And so now, in my opinion, there's a lot of songs that's directed straight at Carnival. Fete songs, and a lot of people requesting that from us too, so we understand what people are going for.
Right.
But it still have a space, for listening music. You're going up on the beach, just listening thing. It's not necessarily to party, jump up and wave your rag too. It's just good music that could probably play all through the year.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So we trying to see if we could find our space in that kind of area there. We ain't necessarily running down the fetes like that.
I
You
get
know,
you.
that's just not our vibe.
Coming from men who have given us, bona fide classics.
Yeah.
That songs that will live on in infamy with regards to our culture and our music and that songs that have, is worldwide. That tunes or men right that make people say, nah boy, I had to find this place called Trinidad and Tobago. This soca thing, it in me now. You understand where I'm coming from now? And to go from being behind the scenes now to being in the forefront, it could only be a plus for what it is you all do, that God-given talent that you all have. You know what I mean? From the writing to production and now the artistry. And it's today, okay, this song that's bubbling in the background there, that instrumental. It's not the first for you all as artists now. You all have, as you said, during the pandemic it began. Let's call out the songs now between then to now.
So our first release as artists would have been Full of Love on the Palm Wine rhythm. That rhythm had Kevon Tedison John and GBM Neutron and ourselves. After that, we released Zoom Zoom on the Night Shift rhythm produced by NMG. That rhythm had Marshall Montano, Ding Dong, and I was forgetting the fourth artist, boy.
It does happen.
And then we
Tesha was on that.
Michael Tesha, right. And then we released another single which is called Heaven. Soca kind of wedding song. We always try for interesting vibes. And so this is our fourth now, entitled Wasi.
And for anybody listening, if you really understand the culture and you love this thing, we know where that come from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So tell me how that came about. And it's Baron we talking about here,
Yeah.
Less than Paul with it, this classics.
Kory, you gotta get them that story.
So, funny, our entire family attended this event, a formal event at Dinner and Dance.
Okay.
Right? And so after the dinner, everybody stand up, they move the tables, we dancing. And the DJ pulled that tune, boy, that Baron. Dance floor.
Dance floor, correct.
Right?
Yes.
Everybody singing out, young and old, everybody loving the thing. So I walk across to my brother and I was like, I wonder if we sing something like this, how the people would react to it. Right? But I just left it there. It was just a thought. About a week after, he tell me, hey, check your email. I have a song. Right?
So you went and had to listen quietly.
Yeah.
You tell him that.
So he put on some chords, some drums, and write the song, sing the demo. So from the time I hear that I getting on Wasi, I started laugh one time. I said, nah, boy, this man is trouble, boy. Right? And then I was like, nah, but this vibe's real nice. So when he sent it to me, he know that I will add to the production.
Right.
So I added to the production, and then we sit down and we listen to what we have. We was like, all right, cool. We could get somebody else now to help us finish it. Went down by Tano. Now we know Tano is super producer Tano.
Respect,
right?
doing his thing. Yeah, man. Big up Tano.
Yeah.
So he went down by Tano. Kyle Peters was there by Tano. Kyle Peters is an excellent guitarist, also a producer. So we sat with them. They understood the vision, and they added to it. At the end, I was like, you know what? And the creation of this song was fresh off our Nigeria trip. We went to Nigeria to do some music. So I was like, you know what? We had to put some saxophone in this, just like they just do in the Afrobeats. Send it back to Nigeria now with a fast saxophonist who we know. And he did his thing, send back the files to us. Tano help us, arrange it and everything. And that is what we have today, Wasi.
Mad. I guess, of course, all they call Uncle Baran.
Yeah, well, we
Okay.
call
Yeah,
we
for
call,
sure.
We
Yeah.
call
We
everybody.
call around.
and
We call around.
Well, it was the late Joker was the man who write the song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we actually got onto his son, and he gave us the full
blessings.
clearance to go
Nice,
through,
man.
which we thankful for.
Yeah.
It would not be possible without that.
At the end of the day, we can't forget the foundation.
No.
You know?
Yeah, nah,
For
for
sure.
I
sure.
don't know where we come from.
For sure.
You know, the soul of the thing now. And
sure.
for it to continue to grow and move forward and to make sure the youth understand who we are and what's so this valuable genre of music that we have here that's original to us.
Yeah.
That the world love.
Yeah.
And we have to love, and there are some people out there love it more than some of us here.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, we experience that.
I think too, one of the things we're really trying to do is try to show that calypso is cool now.
Yes.
Like, you know,
Yes,
some
I.
people think it old, and you know, they only think of it in one box. You know, what they might have known from the real early ones.
Yeah.
So
Classics.
we're trying to show them, you know, you could bridge the gap and make it sound cool, make it sound modern, but it's still calypso. All the storytelling and everything is still there. The rhythms still there.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's a natural evolution like everything else. All genres of music. It don't rap those songs like Grandmaster Flash and them
Correct.
again. You know what I mean?
Everything changes.
You know, yeah.
Nothing
And
remains
that's
the
how it
same.
is, you know,
Yeah.
we're not taking away from what it was
No,
before.
no,
We're
no.
just adding,
You're
a little
adding and
something
building
to it.
on top
Yep,
of that.
Yep.
All right. Full blown is in the building. The brothers are here. Give you classic soca hits, right? Well, yeah, what's going on? They're keeping the Kaiso alive too. It's called Wassy. We live on the Ojo. Let's do this. And brothers, if all they want to bless the mic, all they go right ahead. Let the world hear you, man.
I keep a man them in the air, in the air, in the air.
What we say? Till I'm old and grey. Hey, love to hear that sweet calypso all night, real calypso all night. I getting on Wassy. Tell the DJ sweet calypso all night, real calypso all night. I getting on. Hey. It's about a place where I come from. Everybody know it as the land of calypso. Bam, boom, bam. Yeah, yeah. Bam, boom, bam. You take a line on the junction, and this is the music pumping in your soul. Bam, boom, bam. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey. They say what about the rhythm, and say what about that? They say what about the lyrics, and say what about that? It's a no way to explain it. Look everybody and waving up in the air. Hands up in the air, and put your hands up there. Hey, until I'm old and grey. What we say? Sweet calypso all night, real calypso all night. What we do? Getting on. Yeah.
Sweet calypso all night,
man.
boy.
Yeah, man.
Dancing night away.
Yeah.
No fuss, no stress, no fight.
That's right.
It's
Old
good
and
vibe.
young.
Yes.
Anybody could get on Wassy, because what Wassy really means.
What you mean?
You just have a time.
Free up yourself.
However you want to.
Love to hear that.
Sweet calypso all night, real calypso all night. I get it on, yeah. I get it on. Tell the DJ. Sweet calypso all night, hey. Real calypso all night. I get it on, yeah. It's a place where I come from. Everybody know it as the land of calypso. Yeah, yeah. You
take a line on the junction, and this is the music pumping in your soul. Yeah, yeah. They say what about the rhythm, I say what about that? They say what about the lyrics, I say what about that? You don't know way to explain it. Look everybody and waving in the air, in the air. Hands up there. In the air, in the air. Hands up there. Until I old and grey. Love to hear that sweet calypso all night, real calypso all night. I get it on, Wasi, I get it on. Tell the DJ, sweet calypso all night, oh, yeah.
What we tell them?
Hey, they never hear it like this. Say they never hear no calypso like this.
What?
Nobody never make you flow like this. Make you turn up hips when you turn on your twist. Hey, they never hear it like this. We giving them a new brand thing now. These are the new brand thing, yo. Yeah. They say what about the rhythm? I say what about that? They say what about the lyrics? I say what about that? They don't know way to explain it. Look everybody and waving in the air, in the air. Hands up there. In the air, in the air. Hands up there. Great. Sweet calypso all night. Real calypso all night. Tell the DJ, sweet calypso all night, real calypso all night. Yeah, I get it on. How we go get on bad? How we go jump up and get on? How we go jump up and get on bad?
That is it, man. Wassy.
Wassy,
On the Ojo.
Kevon and Kory in the building, giving you that new sound with an old twist in the mix,
Yeah,
keeping
man.
the soul alive.
Keeping it alive.
I hear
Always.
that loud and clear. And I know you're still penning for others as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Still doing its thing. I mean,
Things in the mix, man. We have things in the mix.
Things in the mix.
This year, we didn't do as much because we really focusing on our own stuff too.
Right.
But we still have a few things out. We did Angel for Imani Ray, Dirty Flex for Kess. Remind me. I can't remember.
I know we do
Yeah.
Wasi for ourselves.
Above all, we did
Above all.
Wasi. Yeah, man.
So you can look out for the full-blown team, still doing works for others as they've always done over the years and solidified themselves as writers and producers, and now as artists. This is what, like song number 4, and going forward, new sound, new vibe, new energy.
This year
And
gonna be different.
Yeah. So beside the groovers and all the tracks to come, we go pick up the tempo in some as well. Give them a full range.
For sure. And not only soca influence too, it have dancehall influences, it have the R&B for sure.
Right.
Afrobeat,
as you say, just came from Nigeria a while ago.
Yeah. So throughout the year we're going to keep releasing music because that's what we on. We're not focusing on the, as he said, the fets and that kind of thing, because we think that we have something different to offer. Right, so we don't need a carnival season to release the music now, man.
No,
We wish that more artists would do that too.
You don't need to stay in a box.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
be out
for
there.
Sure, for sure.
I hear that. Let them know where they could follow you guys and stay up to date with the development, the growth, the evolution of Full Blown now.
Everything Full Blown Official. So all the handles, the Instagram, the TikTok, email and all fullblownofficial@gmail.com. You can find us there, Facebook, Full Blown Official. Yeah, man, YouTube, Full Blown Official. You will see the visuals, you will hear the songs.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and of course, this track out there, all streaming platforms is there.
Everywhere.
Check it out, everybody.
For sure. As
Support.
always say,
Visuals coming soon too.
this song is on your grandmother's favorite radio station.
I like that. All right, fellas, thank you for being here. All the best, have a safe carnival. Well, I was going to say enjoy yourself on the road, but I didn't want to play no that.
We drive on the road on us, so we go,
Well,
listen to
that.
some music and enjoy myself while driving on the road.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Maybe by next year we'll get a costume and Nassio. Yeah, you never know, things might change. You never know. We like backstage in a fete, some marijuana. See, them fellas come outside, man. No! I know you're talking about. Full blown, Wasi. Looking forward to seeing all you on stage performing this.
Yeah, for
That's
sure,
what we
for
want to
sure.
see.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
Will.
Come into a stage near you.
Yeah, man.
Ocho!